While we're getting started with our shows here, we'd like to introduce our official judge for the Holstein show, Mandy Bew. Mandy and her husband Eddie manage the elite milk source genetics show herd consisting of registered Holsteins, Jerseys, and Brown Swiss in Kaukauna, Wisconsin. She serves as the farm's young stock manager, caring for all of the heifers. During her time at Milk Source, she has had the honor of developing several champion caliber heifers, including World Dairy Expo Supreme Champion heifers Milk Source Gentry Marriott and Milk Source Thunder Red, and World Dairy Expo Reserve Champion Supreme heifer Milk Source Taylin, as well as owning and breeding the 2022 Reserve Junior Champion heifer at World Dairy Expo and the Royal Winter Fair, Ms. Thunderstorm Eternity, with her partners in the La Femme Fatale Syndicate. Mandy and Eddie have bred and owned numerous All-American nominees and have partnered on several successful show animals, including the 2019 Intermediate Champion of World Dairy Expo, Floyd Holm MC Emoji. She has officiated numerous cattle shows throughout the U.S., including the Illinois State Show, the Southwest National Spring Junior Show, Minnesota Junior State Show, as well as many district shows throughout Wisconsin. Mandy also had the privilege of judging the 2023 Victorian Winter Fair in Australia and served as the associate judge for the 2022 International Ayrshire Show at World Dairy Expo. Welcome, Mandy Bew. We're really happy to have you here judging our Holstein show. Holstein exhibitors, last call for entry number 2, Diane Mosher. We need your summer calf in the show ring. In the brown Swiss ring, Tammy Vagley judged our heifer show last night, and now she moves into judging the brown Swiss cow show, Southeastern National Brown Swiss cow show classes. Tammy hails from Arlington, Wisconsin, and owns Vogren Boarding. She specializes in caring for show heifers of all breeds and preparing for groups for sales. Along with the boarding business, she is part of the day-to-day operation of Vogren Swiss, her family's dairy farm. Over the years, Vogren has earned numerous All-American and nomination accolades for their homebred animals, as well as for their boarding clients. Names such as Shenanigans, Woodsy, Ping, Winks, and Wicked have been leading ladies for the farm. Tammy has enjoyed judging many county, state, and regional shows in more than 10 states, most recently the Northeast Spring Brown Swiss and Milking Shorthorn shows, Indiana State Junior Holstein Show, and the National Cattle Congress. If she's not judging, she's probably exhibiting at a show or helping her longtime friend and partner, Alan, aka Spud Paulson, truck into one of those shows. You can find their string at state and national shows in 5 breeds. Tammy and Spud have a son, Dakota, age 9, and he is already following the passion of wanting to be involved with the cattle and trucking, and this year exhibited his own junior-owned Brown Swiss. Tammy's very excited and honored to be selected by her peers, mentors, and friends to have this judging bucket list opportunity. Welcome again to Tammy Vagley, judging our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Brown Swiss exhibitors, our judge is making her lineup in our milk and yearling class. We need your summer junior 2-year-olds in the makeup ring. Brown Swiss exhibitors, our cow classes are not real big, so please have your cows headed to the ring with some expediency. We need your summer junior 2-year-olds at ringside right away. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, Judge Vagley has completed her placing in our milk and yearling class. Second in the class is entry number 134, Nap Martini Allison, exhibited by Addison and Payden Houchins of Glasgow, Kentucky. Winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry number 136, Cruzy's ACC Genesis, exhibited by Raising 5 Farm of Collinsville, Oklahoma. Congratulations. Tammy, your thoughts on the class?
Evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Brown Swiss Ring with our cow show this evening. Starting out with the milking yearling class, and for these young cows, what a tremendous group that has come out. But this cow that leads out the class for me today does it on that style and that framework that she exhibits when she's out on the move. She is so hard down that top line. She's more upstanding through that front end, and she walks out on such a great dairy clean bone flat hock kind of set of feet and legs that I appreciate. And then we get to that udder. I just prefer how she has more blended in that fore udder attachment than our second place cow, making her best udder. And she has a more natural teat placement, especially on those front teats, than this beautiful rear uddered cow in second. I will admit that our cow in second shows me more bloom and more height to the top of that rear udder today. And just a tremendous crease from top to bottom. And she uses that rear udder height, width, and quality all the way through to go over another beautiful frame cow in third. Third over fourth uses that frame. She's more upstanding through that front end. She's longer from tip to tail, and she does show me more depth of midsection today over another real stylish dairy individual in fourth. Fourth over fifth just shows me a little bit more quality, a little bit more venation through that udder tonight. She's just a bit fuller through those rear quarters and wider at the top of that rear udder. Congratulations.
There were 5 milking yearlings exhibited in the Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Our winning entry was also the best udder cow in the class, entry 136, Cruzy's ACC C Genesis, exhibited by Bridget Smith, Raising 5 Farm of Collinsville, Oklahoma. Second in the class is entry 134, Nap Martini Allison, exhibited by Addison and Payden Houchins of Glasgow, Kentucky. Third in the class is entry 137, Random Luck Seaman Toppet, exhibited by Riley Cassidy Ashlyn and Delaney Oliger of Hagerstown, Indiana. Fourth was entry 139, Solitaire Rampage Rocky, exhibited by Deborah Schoen and Katie Yoakum of Glasgow, Kentucky. And fifth in the class is entry number 135, Edgeview SW Worthy, exhibited by Hayden Pike of Granville, Massachusetts. Now in the ring, in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, is the Summer Junior 2-year-old cow class. Looking for entry number 142 in our Summer Junior 2-year-old Brown Swiss class. Susan Benoit, Michael Meyer, if you're going to show your Summer Junior 2-year-old, she needs to be in the ring at this time. Attention Holstein Show exhibitors, our judges making our final lineup on our summer calf class. Your spring calves should be at ringside. Holstein Show exhibitors, spring calves are headed into the ring. If you turn your attention to our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, Judge Bew has completed her placing in our Summer Heifer Calf class. Second in the class is entry number 17, Crestbrook K-Doc Corona, exhibited by Tim and Barb and Kyle Natsky of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And winning the class is entry number 11, Ms. Liberty's Lexus, exhibited by Tyler Meyer, Fort Jennings, Ohio. Congratulations. Judge Bew, your thoughts on our first class of the day.
Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome you all here this evening. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here and have the best seat in the house here on the legendary Green Shavings. And what a tremendous class to start the evening off with. And for me, a pair of heifers that found their way to the top of the class quite handily. But for me, this first place calf, she is true style, she is balanced, she has a tremendous side profile, and she uses her femininity up through the head and neck, her extension through that head and neck, the cleanliness of bone, to go over the powerful heifer following out here in second. Second over third, it is that strength, that power, that width up through the chest floor, how she blends so smooth from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel, just a little bit fuller in the crops than this ultra dairy heifer following out here in third. Third over fourth, she's just so much more heifer. She's longer from pole to pins. She shows me more substance through that midsection. But taking nothing away from this little black calf, like I said before, they don't have to be huge for me. They have to be balanced and complete, and she certainly is that. For me, this black calf goes over our fifth place heifer on how she blends. Once again, she just so much fuller through the crops and tracks much straighter on those rear feet and legs than this ultra dairy calf coming out here in fifth. Again, a beautiful class of summer calves. Thank you to each and every one of the exhibitors.
If you turn your attention to our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show ring, Judge Vegley has completed her placing in our Summer Junior 2-year-old cow class. Second in the class is entry number 145, Top Acres W. Winsome, exhibited by Chris Durbin of Cave City, Kentucky. And winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry number 149, Del Valley Famous Sass, exhibited by Sarah Lehner of Delaware, Ohio. Congratulations. Judge Vegley, your reasons on our Summer Junior 2-year-olds.
Well, another real nice, clean-cut dairy heifer for me coming out in that first spot. A young cow that's been fresh since April and due back here again. But you got to love her extreme dairiness for been milking the longest in this class. In addition, she's just got that long, lean head and neck. She's longer from tip to tail than our 2-year-old coming out in second. And I do prefer right through the rump structure. She's more correct and wider in that set of pins than our heifer coming out here in second. Second over third, just a real nice balanced heifer. She shows me more extension through that fore udder, more bloom to that rear udder today. And as she gets out on the move, she just has more of that natural drop and sweep to that rib than this real powerful cow coming out in third. Third over fourth uses that extension. She's more upstanding through that front end in her frame. She's longer from end to end and just shows me more mass all the way throughout. In addition, I do prefer her teat placement on the bottom of her udder, just a little bit more naturally placed under each quarter. But taking nothing away from this beautiful dairy cow coming out in fourth, you have to admire that clean cutness and angularity and show me a bit of bloom to that rear udder today, but just like to make more of her to move her up in the class. Congratulations.
There were 4 Summer Junior 2-year-olds exhibited in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Winning the class and Best Udder is entry 149, Del Valley Famous Sass, exhibited by Sarah Lehner of Delaware, Ohio. Second in the class is entry number 145, Top Acres W. Winsome, exhibited by Chris Durbin of Cave City, Kentucky. Third was entry 148, Landcammer Secret Weapon Tilly, exhibited by Megan Landcammer of Bertram, Minnesota. And fourth in the class was entry number 144, JTL Rampage Danish, exhibited by Joan Lamb of Sullivan, Ohio. Now in the ring in our Brown Swiss Show is our Junior 2-year-old cow class. And in that Junior 2-year-old class, last call for entry 194 from Megan Landcammer. If you're bringing your Junior 2-year-old Swiss cow, she needs to be in the ring immediately. Catching up in our placings in the Holstein Show, there were 12 summer heifer calves exhibited. Our winner was entry number 11, Ms. Liberty's Lexus, exhibited by Tyler Meyer of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Second in the class was entry number 17, Crestbrook KDOC Corona, exhibited by Tim, Barb, and Kyle Natsky of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Third in the class was entry 1, Priceview, Denver, Colorado, exhibited by Emma and Rowan Pattison of Jonesboro, Indiana. Fourth in the class is entry number 12, Shale Edge L Diamondback Ricochet, exhibited by Diane Mosher of Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. Fifth was entry 9, Triple HH War Freezy Pop, exhibited by Cheyenne Hammond of Barron, Wisconsin. Sixth in the class was entry number 6, Top Glen Unix Wanna Go, exhibited by Marissa Top of Sterling, Ohio. Seventh in the class was entry 14, Josan Atomic Energy, exhibited by Gavin Bewley of Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. Eighth was entry number 4, Ms. Coal Creek Sweet Dreams, exhibited by Lucas Clanton of Mulberry Grove, Illinois. Ninth was entry number 5, Coal Creek Sidekick Muddy, also exhibited by Lucas Clanton of Mulberry Grove, Illinois. And 10th in the class was entry number 7, Ms. Jumpin' Jazzly, exhibited by Tyler Meyer of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Now in the ring in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show is the Spring Heifer Calf class. Attention Brown Swiss exhibitors, junior 2-year-olds are making their final lineup. We need your senior 2-year-olds at ringside. Senior 2-year-old Brown Swiss should be in the makeup ring. Brown Swiss exhibitors, we're looking for entry number 166 in the senior 2-year-old class. Lauren Hibschman, if you're showing your cow, she needs to be in the makeup ring immediately. In the Southeastern National Brown Swiss show ring, Judge Vagley has completed her placing in our junior 2-year-old cow class. Second in the class is entry number 151, Jaden Rasta Dance, exhibited by Hayden Hausholt of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. And winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry 157, Naps Rasta Comin' in Hot, exhibited by David and Carrie Sears of South Deerfield, Massachusetts. Congratulations. Judge Vagley, your reasons on the class.
Well, what a beautiful class of cows all the way down here, first to last, and taking nothing away from our cow down there in the 5th position that's been milking since January. But when this young cow comes walking at you, it gives you goosebumps. Beautiful style, ring presence, and walking around the ring on a gorgeous and best udder in this class today. She uses that height, that width at the top of that rear udder to go over our cow in second. In addition, she's a bit more level across that udder floor. And then you get right up on her, and she's just a bit sharper and cleaner all the way through down that top line than this beautiful framed cow coming out in second. Second over third uses that frame. She's more upstanding through that front end. She's just a bit deeper in that forerib today, a little bit more natural drop to that rib today than another beautiful uddered cow coming out in third. Third over fourth uses that advantage, is just showing me more evidence of crease from top to bottom in that rear udder today, and is just cleaner and more angular all the way throughout than another great framed individual in fourth. Fourth uses that extension in that framework to go over our cow here in fifth. She's just more cow from end to end. She shows me a little bit more levelness across that rump, being wider in that pins, and just shows me more height to the top of that rear udder. But taking nothing away from this cow here in fifth, you love the openness, you love the balance that she has. but she just doesn't quite have enough of that framework to move her up any more in this great class of junior 2-year-olds. Congratulations.
There were 5 junior 2-year-olds exhibited in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss show. First in the class and best udder was entry 157, Naps Rasta Comin' in Hot, exhibited by David and Carrie Sears of South Deerfield, Massachusetts. Second in the class is entry number 151, Jaden Rasta Dance, exhibited by Hayden Hauschild of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Third in the class was entry 154, Brown Velvet Rampage Vinny, exhibited by Elena, Ava, and Audrey Lammers of Marysville, Ohio. Fourth in the class is entry 150, More Clothes Weapon Jinx, exhibited by Ryland, Brayton, and Camden Neerman of Brownstown, Indiana. And fifth in the class is entry number 155, Hills Valley SS Jupiter, exhibited by Hills Valley Farm of Collinsville, Oklahoma. Now entering the ring in our Brown Swiss show is our senior 2-year-old cow class. Brown Swiss exhibitors, last call for your senior 2-year-old entry 166, Lauren Hibschman. If you're going to show your senior 2-year-old, she's got to be in the ring immediately. In our Mid-East Fall National Holstein Show ring, Judge Bew has completed her placing in our Spring Heifer Calf class. Second in the class is entry number 44, Oakfield Lambda Digger, exhibited by Tyler Meyer, Matt Exley, and James Birch of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Winning the class is entry number 36, REW Movin' to Cabo, exhibited by ZBW Genetics, Retso Holsteins, and Hip Genetics of Durhamville, New York. Congratulations. Judge Bew, your comments on our class.
Well, another really beautiful class here in your March calves, all shapes, sizes, and as I spoke with the exhibitors, these calves are in a growing stage. You look at them a month from now and who knows what you'll get. But for me today, this is how they lined up. Our heifer here in first, a heifer that has so much length, so much stretch, depth and openness to that fore and rear rib. She's hard topped and she's extremely wide back through that rump structure. And it is her advantage in that length and stretch, but especially her width back through the pins today that takes her over the balanced heifer here in second. Second and third are definitely a pair of calves for me, and a pair that I love. Like I told the young ladies, these are the kind that make great cows when you look at them. But today, our second place calf, she just blends a bit smoother from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. She shows me more prominence of chine. She's fuller through the crop than this ultra dairy heifer coming out here in third. Third over fourth, she uses that angularity, that femininity up through her head and neck, and the cleanliness to her bone, especially down through the hock, to go over the white, well-grown heifer here in fourth. Fourth over fifth, it's just that drop to that fore and rear rib. Our fifth place calf, honestly, in the class, has the least amount of faults. When she was going about the ring, she's so hard to just need to clean her up. And our fourth place calf, just a little silkier through the thigh and a little more prominent about her hips and pins. But again, a beautiful class right on down the line. Thank you to each and every one of the exhibitors.
Thank you, Dwayne.
In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show ring, Judge Vagley has completed her placing in our senior 2-year-old cow class. Second in the class is entry number 168, Right Way Famous TikTok, exhibited by Dakota Fraley of Muncie, Pennsylvania. And winning the class and named best udder is entry number 169, Jaden Famous Celebrity, exhibited by Hayden Hausholt of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Judge Vagley, your thoughts on our senior 2-year-old class?
Well, again, another terrific group of cows that have come out here in the senior 2 class, and we have everything from 13 months fresh to 3 weeks fresh and a little bit in between here. But when it comes down to it, it's for what I like today, and I love angular, sharp, clean-cut cows. And for this 13-month fresh young senior 2 here to be coming back out with that angularity, she uses that to go over this beautiful framed cow that's coming out in second that is only 3 weeks fresh. In addition, I just prefer her udder today. She shows me a stronger crease from top to bottom, showing me a little bit more less congestion in that fore udder today and just more nearly level across that udder floor. Still further, I just prefer when she's out on the move, how she handles her pasterns today. Just has a little bit more depth of heel over our beautiful big frame cow that's in second over third. She uses all that frame and mass. She's more upstanding through that front end. She shows me more width, more capacity all the way through. Actually shows me more crease right at the bottom of that rear udder over our third place cow that's second calver. She uses that advantage in third over fourth. She's more desirable in her front teat size and placement and more level across that udder floor than that beautiful rear uddered cow coming out in fourth. Fourth over fifth uses exactly that. She has so much height, so much width, so much bloom to that rear udder to go over another cow that's just recently fresh that just needs time. But you can't deny the beautiful framework. She's stylish and clean cut from head to tail, and that's what she uses to get her up into that fifth spot. But as we move on down the line, beautiful dairy cows in this class of senior 2-year-olds. Congratulations.
There were 9 senior 2-year-olds exhibited in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Entry 169 was our class winner and also named Best Udder, Jaden Famous Celebrity, exhibited by Hayden Hausholt of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Second in the class was entry number 168, Right Way Famous TikTok, exhibited by Landry and Dakota Fraley of Muncie, Pennsylvania. Third in the class is entry number 140, Richie View Dare Bell Jingles, exhibited by Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. Fourth in the class is entry number 167, Edgeview D Waverly, exhibited by Donald Graft of Oxford, Wisconsin. Fifth is entry 198, Rager Brothers Dynamite Nugget, exhibited by Fairdale Farm of Worthville, Kentucky. Sixth in the class is entry number 159, Geezy Manor Tenacious Moonbabe, exhibited by Diane Mosher of Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. Seventh in the class is entry number 161, Fairdale Dynamite Lashes, exhibited by Logan Downey of Hope, Indiana. Eighth in the class is entry number 160, Thunder Ridge Dynamite Princess, exhibited by Ben Zeller of Richland, Pennsylvania. And ninth in the class is entry 162, Edgeview D Wrigley, exhibited by Ryland Brayton and Camden Neerman of Brownstown, Indiana. Now in the ring, in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, is our junior 3-year-old cow class. We'll catch up with our placings in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show. In our Spring Heifer Calf class, there were 16 exhibited. Our winning entry was number 36, REW Movin' to Cabo, exhibited by ZBW Genetics, Retso Holsteins, and Hip Genetics of Durhamville, New York. Second in the class is entry number 44, Oakfield Lambda Digger, exhibited by Tyler Meyer, Matt Exley, and James Birch of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Third in the class is entry number 37, Peace and Plenty D-Lamb Juby 49, exhibited by Olivia and Lillian Finke of London, Ohio. Fourth in the class is entry number 41, Lakeshore T.S. Estella, exhibited by Taylor, Layla, and Kaylin Powell of Tremont, Illinois. Fifth is entry number 25, Miss MCC Summerfest Monique, exhibited by Mallory Nifong of Orfordville, Wisconsin. Sixth in the class is entry 46, Glen Paul Red Light Barracuda, exhibited by Audrey Seidel and Logan Top of Sterling, Ohio. Seventh in the class was entry 34, Beattyview Unix Ashley, exhibited by Rocky Top and Beattyview of Speedwell, Tennessee. Eighth in the class was entry number 33, Heritage Dorman Ash, exhibited by Avery Light of Dietrich, Illinois. Ninth in the class was entry number 29, Rocky Top JN Chief Tory, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. And 10th in the class was entry number 31, JR Green H Chief 300, exhibited by Addison and Peyton Houchins of Glasgow, Kentucky. Now in the ring is our fall heifer calf class. Our winter heifer calf class.
locks of auburn hair with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Judge Vagley has completed her placing in our junior 3-year-old cow class. Second in the class is entry number 173. Top Baker's famous winner, exhibited by Sierra Tinsley of Pelzer, South Carolina. Winning the class and also named Best Udders, entry number 178. RDT Daredevil Lola, exhibited by Red Dirt Genetics and Katie Bowe of Perkins, Oklahoma. Congratulations. Judge Vagley, your thoughts on our junior 3-year-old class?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what another beautiful young cow class all the way from top to bottom. But this cow that leads out the class does it for me quite easily. When she gets out on the parade, she's all style. She's ring presence. She's clean, sharp, open rib, front, forerib and rear rib. And then we can talk about that udder. She wins that best udder ribbon today quite easily. She's so much snugger in that forward attachment, has tremendous venation all the way through, and you get behind her, she's just got that beautiful high, wide rear udder attachment. Taking nothing away from our cow coming out in second, a cow that I feel follows that pattern, another beautiful open-ribbed, clean-cut kind of individual that I love. And as she gets out on the move, you just have to appreciate that length that she has from end to end. She uses that overall clean-cutness and angularity and her sweep to her rear rib to go over another beautiful udder cow in third. Third and fourth is a bit closer placing for me, but I'll give the advantage to my third place cow. When you get right behind him, just has so much more width and fullness at the top of that rear udder for me than this beautiful angularity black cow. When you get right up on this black cow, she does keep it close because she shows me a bit more openness, a bit more natural sweep to her fore and rear rib. than our third place cow. But fourth going over fifth, she's just fuller at the top of that rear udder attachment for me. She's a bit snugger in that rear udder attachment, but I just really love the angularity, the uphill run, and beautiful frame that this cow in fifth has. Congratulations on another great class of young cows.
There were 8 junior 3-year-olds exhibited in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Our winning entry and also named Best Udder is entry number 178, RDT Daredevil Lola, exhibited by Red Dirt Genetics and Katie Bowe of Perkins, Oklahoma. Second in the class is entry number 173, Top Acres Famous Winner, exhibited by Sierra Tinsley of Pelzer, South Carolina. Third in the class is entry number 172, Twin Gate Sammy, exhibited by the Earl Bursiak family of Gibsonburg, Ohio. Fourth in the class is entry number 179, Top View Glenwood Fantastic, exhibited by Madeline Top of Wapakoneta, Ohio. Fifth in the class is entry 175, Arethusa Phantom Excel, exhibited by Lindsay Rux and Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. Sixth in the class is entry number 176, Lawson Stretch Tilly, exhibited by Elena, Ava, and Audrey Lammers of Marysville, Ohio. Seventh in the class is entry 174, Johann Charming, exhibited by Ryland Brayton and Camden Neerman of Brownstown, Indiana. And eighth in the class is entry 204, Geezy Haven Shotgun Ember, exhibited by Ryland Brayton and Camden Neerman of Brownstown, Indiana. Now entering the ring in our Brown Swiss Show is our senior 3-year-old class. Attention Brown Swiss exhibitors, this is a very small class. Please have your contenders for intermediate champion in the makeup ring. Brown Swiss exhibitors, we need those cows that were first or second this evening in the makeup ring.
Everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Let me bestow this western blessing and share what I have found. May you always have cows around. What else you gonna spend that extra money on? What else is gonna get you up hours before dawn? What else is gonna keep you toiling on and on and on? May you always have cows around. Come on, you know that you got too much time on your hands. Not nearly enough complication in your plans. You need to invite all of the frustration that you can. May you always have cows around. Everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Let me bestow this western blessing and leave you saddle bound. You always have cows around. What else could make the bishop swear like a sailor might? What else can
In our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show ring, Judge Bu has completed her placing in our Winter Heifer Calf class. Second in the class is entry number 52, T Lambda Penny, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. And winning the class is entry number 69, Ms. Rocky Run War Serendipity, exhibited by Rocky Run Farm of Greensburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge Bu, your comments on our class.
Well, again, another tremendous class here at your December calves. For me today, though, a heifer to win, and she does it on that tremendous amount of balance and style. She's just a bit sharper at the point of withers today. She shows me more depth and openness to that fore and rear rib, a bit more incurving back through the thigh than the extremely wide, well-built heifer following out here in second. Second over third, she uses that depth, especially back to her rear flank, and she travels just a bit straighter on those rear legs than the silky black heifer following out here in third. Our third place heifer, a heifer that I really admire for that length up through her head and neck, that length through her midsection. And today she uses her decided advantage on angularity all the way through to go over the extremely well-balanced heifer here in fourth. Our fourth place heifer, again, part for part, has very few faults, just like to clean her all up from end to end. And she uses her advantage today to go over the black silky heifer in how she moves on those rear feet and legs. I love the calf there in fifth, just like to change the way she moves out on those rear legs. Our fourth place heifer just kept her legs underneath the thurls just a bit more when she got in line. But again, a tremendous class of December calves. Thank you to all the exhibitors.
In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, Judge Fagley has completed her placing in our senior 3-year-old class. Second in the class is entry number 186, Hills Valley Carter Flirty, exhibited by Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. And winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry number 183, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini of Morrisville, Vermont. Congratulations. Tammy, your thoughts on our senior 3-year-olds?
Well, this young cow that's coming out again, another beautiful balanced cow. She's not the biggest cow in the class, but when you have the balance and you have such a tremendous udder like this, you don't have to be the biggest cow. I just give her the advantage. She's got more width to that rear udder. She's got more fullness and height at the top of that rear udder. And I just like how she extends that fore udder into her body wall. And as she moves out, she just moves out so much more comfortably on her feet and legs than our other pair of cows coming out in second and third. Second over third, it is a closer placing, but when you get right up on them, she shows me more angularity, more clean cutness, longer in that head and neck, sharper at the shoulder, and just a lot less patchy right over those hooks and pins today. Over another beautiful dairy strength kind of cow for me. I love the width and capacity that this third place cow has. She's just recently fresh here for the second time in October, and I think needs to get a little more time to milk a little bit more of that weight off and have the quality right through the bottom of her udder today. Congratulations.
There were 3 senior 3-year-olds exhibited in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Our winning entry and best udder was entry 183, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini of Morrisville, Vermont. Second in the class is entry number 186, Hills Valley Carter Flirty, exhibited by Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. And third in the class is entry number 185, Jaden Flash Capture, exhibited by Hayden Hauschild of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Now entering the ring in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show is our selection of intermediate champion. Back in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show ring, we'll catch up with our placings in our winter heifer calf class. There were 17 winter calves exhibited. Our winner was entry 69, Ms. Rocky Run War Serendipity, exhibited by Rocky Run Farm of Greensburg, Kentucky. Second in the class was entry number 52, T Lambda Penny, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. Third in the class was entry number 78, Estaford M. Crush Breezy, exhibited by Michaela Bray of Lawrence, Kansas. Fourth in the class was entry number 47, Meadow Meadows SF Magic, exhibited by Mallory Nifong of Orfordville, Wisconsin. Fifth in the class was entry 61, Pareo Maz, She's Got the Look, exhibited by Jason Pareo of Viguita, New Mexico. Sixth in the class was entry number 55, Ms. Jumpin' Jingle, exhibited by Meyer, Birch, Price, and Cummings of Fort Jennings, Ohio. 7th was entry number 65, Big Triple C Neon BB Becky, exhibited by Kason Osborne of Lewisburg, Tennessee. 8th in the class was entry number 57, Wapsie Anna ST Liquor, exhibited by James Nipple and Lily Elsass of Wapakoneta, Ohio. 9th was entry number 77, East Colt Boom Janessa, exhibited by Colton and Easton Brown of Strum, Wisconsin. And 10th in the class was entry number 72, Little Home Shenanigans, is exhibited by Matt Exley of Van Wert, Ohio. Now in the ring in our Holstein show is our Fall Heifer Calf class. Attention in the barns. Would Kevin Stoltzfuss of Warwick Manor, Guernseys, please come up to the clerk's table in the arena? Again, we need Kevin Stoltzfuss from Warwick Manor, Guernseys, come up to the front table here in the show arena. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss show ring, again, we are selecting our intermediate champion. We'd like to reintroduce those cows that were first or second in their classes here this evening. There were 5 milking yearlings exhibited. Our winner was entry 136, Cruzy's ACC C Genesis, exhibited by Raising 5 Farm of Collinsville, Oklahoma. Second in that class was entry number 134, Nap Martini Allison, exhibited by Addison and Payden Houchkins of Glasgow, Kentucky. There were 4 summer junior 2-year-olds. Our winner was entry 149, Del Valley Famous Sass, exhibited by Sarah Lehner of Delaware, Ohio. Second in the class was entry number 145, Top Acres W Winsome, exhibited by Chris Durbin of Cave City, Kentucky. There were 5 junior 2-year-olds. Our winner was entry 157, Naps Rasta Comin' In Hot, exhibited by David and Carrie Sears of South Deerfield, Massachusetts. Second in that class is entry number 151, Jaden Rasta Dance, exhibited by Hayden Hausschult of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. There were 9 senior 2-year-old cows. That was our largest cow class to date. Our winner was entry 169, Jaden Famous Celebrity, exhibited by Hayden Hausschult of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Second in the class was entry number 168, Right Way Famous TikTok, exhibited by Landry and Dakota Fraley of Muncie, Pennsylvania. There were 8 junior 3-year-olds exhibited. Our winner was 178, RDT Daredevil Lola, exhibited by Red Dirt Genetics and Katie Bowe of Perkins, Oklahoma. Second in the class is entry number 173, Top Acres Famous Winner, exhibited by Sierra Tinsley of Pelzer, South Carolina. And there were 3 senior 3-year-olds exhibited. Our class winner was entry 183, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini of Morrisville, Vermont. Second in that class was entry number 186, Hills Valley Carter Flirty, exhibited by Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. It's certainly been a lovely Brown Swiss cow show so far in our young cow classes. Congratulations to all of our Brown Swiss exhibitors. Brown Swiss exhibitors, we're looking for entry number 199 from Sierra Tinsley in our 4-year-old cow class. This time in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, Judge Vagley has lined them up and lined them out and had a look up and down at our 3 remaining contenders for intermediate champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Judge Vagley, when you're ready, we'd love to hear your thoughts on these beautiful cows and your selection for intermediate champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give these exhibitors a big round of applause. What a beautiful group of young cows out here in our Brown Swiss ring. I pulled out my 3 favorites that are in contention for the banner and taking nothing away from the ones that stand behind me. Beautiful cows, and there's cows behind me that I'm sure will have their day on another day. But tonight, it's these 3 that are standing in front of me that I feel have that balance, have that angularity, have the beautiful mammary systems, and have feet and legs that can move them about the ring with ease, and cows that I'd love to take home and work with and fill up in my barn. So with saying that, I'm going to go out and congratulate your intermediate, your reserve, and your honorable mention in that order. And when I do, please show them your appreciation, and I'll come back to the mic and give you my reasons why I've done so. Ladies and gentlemen, when this junior 3 walked into the ring, as we say it, sometimes you just know, and she came in here and she put it all together for me. She's not the biggest cow, but you don't have to be big when you're good. As she moves around the ring, I feel she has the best udder in the young cow show. It's snug in that fore udder, it's high and wide in that rear udder, but she's got such a tremendous openness of rib. She walks out on a beautiful set of feet and legs. She uses that advantage of just being a tick cleaner today over a cow, the junior 2, that I feel has got a superb future in front of her. I just love the extension of this young cow's frame, the reserve intermediate, and she uses that extension of frame and a bit more crease at the top of, or at the bottom of her rear udder today to go over this beautiful balanced senior 3-year-old. But again, taking nothing away from the senior 3-year-old, I just love that balance, the angularity, and she follows my pattern of the 2 cows above her. So again, please congratulate these 3 beautiful young cows.
Congratulations to the intermediate champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. She's our winning junior 3-year-old, entry 178, RDT Daredevil Lola, exhibited by Red Dirt Genetics and Katie Bowe of Perkins, Oklahoma. Our reserve intermediate champion was our winning junior 2-year-old, entry 157, Naps Rasta Coming In Hot, exhibited by David and Carrie Sears of South Deerfield, Massachusetts. And our honorable mention intermediate champion was our winning senior 3-year-old, entry 183, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini of Morrisville, Vermont. Congratulations. We'll take some pictures of our intermediate champions, and we are now bringing our 4-year-olds into the brown Swiss ring. Brown Swiss exhibitors, our 4-year-olds are in the ring. We need your 5-year-olds in the makeup ring. Brown Swiss exhibitors, your 5-year-olds should be in the makeup ring. Attention Brown Swiss exhibitors, we're looking for entry 208 from Damon Bertkey in our 5-year-old cow class. Damon, if you're showing your 5-year-old, she needs to get to the makeup ring immediately.
Packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out there alone.
In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss show ring, Judge Vagley has completed our 4-year-old cow class. Second in the class is entry 191, Rosie D. Famous Pie, exhibited by Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. And winning the class, and also named Best Udder, is entry number 190, Random Luck Victory Rose, also exhibited by Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. Judge Vagley, your comments on the class.
Well, again, another beautiful class of cows from top to bottom. But when this cow comes out into the ring, another cow that has beautiful ring presence, beautiful balance, style, just all the way from end to end. You get behind her, she gets the advantage today. She's got more width to the top of that rear udder than that cow coming out in second. Still further, she's just got a little bit more spring to me when you get right behind them through that rear rib section over our second place cow. Second over third has an advantage of just extension and frame for me today. She's just a little bit longer from tip to tail all the way throughout, and when you get right up on her, it's just a little more upstanding right through that front end than another beautiful uddered cow we have coming out here in third. Third over fourth uses the advantage of having a more desirable and correct teat placement underneath all four quarters and shows me more evidence of a stronger crease right at the bottom of her udder over another beautiful dairy framed individual. This cow in fourth, when she came into the ring, her side profile blows you away. But today she's just giving up a little bit of that correctness to the bottom of her udder to move up any higher. But she uses that bloom and fullness all the way throughout and the levelness across that udder floor to go over another high style front-ended cow coming out in fifth. Fifth over sixth uses that advantage of just being higher at the top of her rear udder attachment. She's a longer cow from end to end, and I just prefer when she's out on the move how she handles her rear legs than our cow coming up next. Congratulations.
If you turn your attention to our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, Judge Bew has completed our largest class of the evening, our Fall Heifer Calf class. Second in the class is entry number 114. Lady Rose Lavender Haze, exhibited by Rosedale Genetics and Frank and Diane Borba of Oxford, Wisconsin. And winning the class is entry number 105, Ms. T Triple T SWTC Propel, exhibited by Jason Pareo of Aguida, New Mexico. Congratulations. Mandy, your thoughts on this big, beautiful class? Got to give my apologies to Judge Bew. I jumped the gun here a little bit with her. She was still visiting with our exhibitors, as we like to see our judges do. Mandy, now your thoughts on our very large and beautiful Fall Heifer Calf class.
Well, what a class here, fall calves. Every shape and size possible, and I surely appreciate the exhibitors' patience with me as we sorted through them, and I like the way they sorted out here. For me, a heifer that wins the class quite easily, a heifer that parades about the ring with so much ring presence, and she uses her hardness of top, straightness of line. She's a bit neater about the tailhead setting, and she shows me more flex down through the hock when she's out on the move. But taking nothing away from the powerhouse of a heifer here in second. Second over third, she uses that obvious advantage in length. Length from pole to pins. She shows me more mass through that midsection, more length all the way through, but taking nothing away from the extremely balanced heifer here in third. Third over fourth, she's just a cleaner cut heifer. She shows me more length, femininity up through the head and neck. She has a cleaner, more feminine bone, especially down through the hock of this extremely wide heifer following out here in fourth. Fourth over fifth, a heifer that's just a little bit cleaner all the way through, more prominent about her pins today, but primarily upon the flex down through her hock when she goes about the ring. This big black heifer, a heifer I certainly admire for her width and her depth and openness. Just like to clean her up down through the hock and again give her a bit more flex. But beautiful calves here. Thank you again to all the exhibitors.
Have mercy, baby, on a poor girl like me. You know I'm falling, falling, falling at your feet. I'm tingling right from my head to my toes. So help me, help me, help me make the feeling go. 'Cause when the loving starts and the lights go down, and there's not another living soul around, you woo me until the sun comes up, and you say that you love me. Pity, baby, just when I thought it was over, and now you got me running, running, running for cover. I'm begging you for a little sympathy.
We'll catch up with our placings.
Use me again, it'll be
In our Mid-East Fall National Holstein Show, there were 16 fall calves. Our winning entry was number 105, Ms. T Triple T SWTC Propel, exhibited by Jason Pareo of Vaguita, New Mexico. Second in the class was entry number 114, Lady Rose Lavender Haze, exhibited by Rosechill Genetics and Frank and Diane Borba of Oxford, Wisconsin. Third in the class is entry number 84, Cherry Ridge Harmony, exhibited by Hannah Hagee of Annville, Pennsylvania. Fourth in the class is entry number 101, Kleindale Dorman Maisie, exhibited by Kleindale Farms and Dice Partners of Myerstown, Pennsylvania. Fifth in the class is entry number 87, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Sixth in the class is entry number 103, Burntwood Dorman Harmony, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill and Matt and Sarah Hawbaker, Thurmont, Maryland. Seventh in the class is entry number 92, Lakeshore D. Brittany, exhibited by Taylor, Layla, and Kaylin Powell of Tremont, Illinois. Eighth in the class is entry number 104, Glenholm Master Millie, exhibited by Hovden, Allen, Steinlage, and Gibbs of Lawler, Iowa. Ninth in the class is entry number 80, Raber Farm Amaretto Time, exhibited by Addison and Jacob Raber of Gridley, Illinois. And 10th in the class is entry number 83, L'Oreal, exhibited by Taylor Moore of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Now in the ring in our Holstein show is our summer yearling class. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss show, there were 6 4-year-olds exhibited. Our winner was entry 190. She was also best udder in the class. Random Luck Victory Rose, exhibited by Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. Second in the class is entry number 191, Rosie D. Famous Pie, exhibited by Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. Placing third in the class was entry 192, Cutting Edge RLT Fire, exhibited by Hadley Ezra and Kenna Jones of Edmonton, Kentucky. Fourth in the class is entry 197, Perry Brook Tequila Denali, exhibited by Alyssa Hill of Ellenburg Center, New York. Fifth in the class was entry 193, Blessing Garborough Sea Phoebe, exhibited by Alexis Sherry of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. And sixth in the class was entry 196, Hill Over Hearts Thunder Daisy, exhibited by Liliana Kuhn of Red Hook, New York. Now in the ring in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show is our 5-year-old cow class. Our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Judge Bagley has completed her placings in our 5-year-old cow class. Second in the class is entry number 203, Double Star D.D. Clare, exhibited by Knapp, Billing, and Double W of Epworth, Iowa. Winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry 209, Lattimore Seaman Tough Girl, exhibited by Zach Logan of Farmdale, Ohio. Judge Bagley, your thoughts on the class?
Well, another really nice group of cows as they parade around the ring. But this cow that walks right into that first spot, she's been milking over a year, and you really have to appreciate the condition that she's in. She's just got that beautiful openness and sweep to her rib. Shows me a bit more pop to that rear rib when you get behind her. But I do prefer her out through that rump structure today. She's just flatter and cleaner and neater about that tail head setting, just a bit nicer than those pins. And when you get right behind her, shows me more crease at the bottom of that udder today over a beautiful high-style front-ended cow coming out in second. Second over third, another cow uses that clean cutness and angularity throughout. She's just cleaner and longer in that head and neck. She's sharper right over that rib structure. And when you get right behind her, just shows me more pop to that rear udder than this well-balanced cow in third. Third over fourth does use the advantage on strength of attachment in that both fore and rear udder attachment today. I do appreciate this young man's cow with the balance and dairy strength. You'll love the width of chest that she has and the width all the way throughout. And she uses that crease at the bottom of her udder to move over our cow in fifth. In addition, she's just a sharper, cleaner, more angular cow all the way throughout. Congratulations on yet another quality class of Brown Swiss cows.
There were 6 5-year-olds exhibited in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Our winning entry and best udder is entry 209, Lattimore Seaman Tough Girl, exhibited by Zach Logan of Farmdale, Ohio. Second in the class is entry number 203, Double Star D.D. Clare, exhibited by Knapp, Billing, and Double W of Epworth, Iowa. Third in the class is entry number 208, Steinway Dynamite 1019, exhibited by Steinway Dairy of Maria Stein, Ohio. Fourth in the class is entry number 210, Top Acres H.P. Braden Snick, exhibited by Cashton Steinlage of Lawler, Iowa. Fifth in the class is entry 205, W.F. Cayenne Nicole, exhibited by Fairdale Farm of Worthville, Kentucky. And sixth in the class was entry 201, Velvet View Seaman Passion, exhibited by Megan McCoy and Kyle Kukas of Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Congratulations. Now in the ring in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show is our age cow class. Brown Swiss exhibitors, we need your component merit cows to the ring. Again, Brown Swiss exhibitors, we need your component merit cows to the ring. Holstein exhibitors, our judges making your final lineup in our summer yearling class. Your spring yearlings need to be in the makeup ring. Holstein show exhibitors, we need your spring yearlings in the makeup ring right away. Brown Swiss exhibitors, we're looking for entry number 222 in our component merit cow class. Ridgeline Genetics, we need your component merit cow to the ring. In our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show ring, Judge Bew has completed her placing in our Summer Yearling Heifer class. Second in the class is entry number 121, Grand Hill Luxor Arena, exhibited by Dylan Slack of Bethel, Vermont. And winning the class is entry number 130, K-Buck Corona's Analyst Dose, exhibited by Jacqueline Mudd of Chabance, Illinois. Congratulations. Judge Bew, your thoughts on our Summer Yearling class?
Well, what a gorgeous, gorgeous class of summer yearlings. And for me, a pair to win the class that easily handles the entire class. Their style, their balance, they're hard-topped. Today, our black, silky hided heifer, she easily wins on that length up through the head and neck. She's just a cleaner hided heifer, more in curving through the thigh. She's cleaner, especially down through the hock, and a little neater about that tailhead setting. But taking nothing away from this heifer following out here in second. A heifer I really admire for her overall power, her strength, her width. And she uses that advantage in her depth and openness to that fore and rear rib to go over the heifer following out here in third. Third over fourth, I made the switch there closer to the end. And when you stand back and analyze them from the front, she's just a heifer with quite a bit more width, especially down through the chest and back through the hips and pins. Our fourth place heifer, a heifer, though, that is an off-age heifer, and I certainly admire for her hardness of top, her style, her angularity, and she uses the femininity and angularity, especially down through the hock today, to go over the extremely strong, well-balanced heifer here in fifth. Again, thank you to all the exhibitors. Beautiful class.
There were 10 summer yearlings exhibited in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, and our class winner was entry 130, K-Buck Corona's Analyst Dose, exhibited by Jacqueline Mudd of Chabance, Illinois. Second in the class was entry number 121, Grand Hill Luxor Arena, exhibited by Dylan Slack of Bethel, Vermont. Third to entry 122, Welk Crest Warrior Checkers, exhibited by Kyle Welk of Peach Bottom, Pennsylvania. Fourth to entry 118, Highview Denver Liberty, exhibited by Aisha Achenbach of Eastman, Wisconsin. Fifth in the class to entry 127, Boardwalk W Warrior Sparkle Red, exhibited by Liliana Kuhn of Red Hook, New York. Sixth in the class to entry 120, Ms. Liberty's Lambeau, exhibited by Tyler Meyer, Matt Exley, and James Birch of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Seventh in the class was entry 123, Highwayman Malibu, exhibited by Mallory Nifong of Orfordville, Wisconsin. Eighth in the class to entry 129, Bluff Ridge Diamondback Barcelona, exhibited by Sarah Butler of Aerosmith, Illinois. Ninth to entry 126, Ms. Ludwig's D.G. Euchre, exhibited by Tessa Passion, exhibited by David Ludwig Farms and D&T Hamilton of Fithian, Illinois. And 10th in the class to entry number 125, T. Lou Atwood Doxy, exhibited by Ted and Linda Finke of Hope, Indiana. Now in the ring, in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, is our Spring Yearling class. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, Judge Bigley has completed her placings in our age cow class. Second in the class is entry number 220, Random Luck Be Talented, exhibited by Matt Thompson and Peyton Van Schindel of Darlington, Wisconsin. Winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry number 219, SS Debs 929, exhibited by Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Congratulations. Judge Vagley, your thoughts on our age cow class?
Well, please at ringside, give this group of age cows a big round of applause. Again, a tremendous group from top to bottom. We have a 10-year-old cow in this class also that you just have to admire how these cows move around the ring, and it gives me goosebumps to see the quality of our age cow class out here on these shavings. And then going on ahead here, taking nothing away from our two cows that lead out this parade, but my first place cow gets that edge today because she's a bit more open in that rib for me. She is the epitome of what you want to call an ultra flat-boned dairy individual, and you just have to admire that as she moves around the ring. Just a bit more with that openness, a bit longer and cleaner through that head and neck, and when you get right behind her, she's got more crease right down at the bottom of that udder, and I prefer, she's just got more capacity and width to that rear udder without losing the snugness of attachments or not being above that the hock level for an aged cow. Taking nothing away from our second place cow, tremendous framed individual, a 9-year-old cow. She moves around the ring, and she gets that advantage of having just a more youthful udder, carrying it higher above the hocks, and more snugger in that forward attachment than another ultra dairy cow coming out here in third. Third over fourth uses that overall angularity and clean cutness all the way throughout. She's cleaner through that head and neck. She's sharper at the point of withers, and she just shows me more crease down between those rear quarters than another beautiful dairy strength cow coming out in fourth. Fourth over our 10-year-old cow that I want to mention here as she moves out in fifth. Just gets the advantage of having more balance to her quarters today than our 10-year-old, but I just really admire how this 10-year-old moves around the ring and has the youthfulness of udder. She has had as many calves as she has had also. Congratulations.
There were 6 age cows in our Southeast National Brown Swiss Show. Our winning entry was number 219. She was also best udder in the class, SS Debs 929, exhibited by Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Second in the class is entry number 220, Random Luck Be Talented, exhibited by Matt Thompson and Peyton Van Schindel of Darlington, Wisconsin. Third in the class is entry number 213, North Kill Creek Groovy, exhibited by Hannah Balthazar of Burnville, Pennsylvania. Fourth in the class is entry number 214, Foster's Dot, exhibited by Ryland Brayton and Camden Neerman of Brownstown, Indiana. Fifth in the class is entry number 221, R&R LeBron, Dakota, exhibited by Emily McGovern of Jeromesville, Ohio. And sixth in the class is entry 215, Jalada Kingsman Jacelyn, exhibited by Hallie Steck of Dry Run, Pennsylvania. Now in the ring in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show is our component merit cow class. Brown Swiss breeders and exhibitors, our groups will happen before our selection of champions. So if you have a group entered here for our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, we need those animals into the makeup ring right away. Once again, Brown Swiss exhibitors, we're going to do our groups before we select any senior or grand champion, so we need those groups at the ringside right away. Holstein breeders, our judges working on our spring yearling class, your winter yearlings should be in the makeup ring. Holstein exhibitors, we need your winter yearlings in the makeup ring. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, Judge Bigley has completed her placing in our component merit cow class. Second in the class is entry number 223, Fairdale Total Cali, exhibited by Emily Good of Liberty, Kentucky. And winning the class and also named Best Udder is entry 222, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Hadley Ezra and Kenna Jones of Edmonton, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our component merit cow class?
Well, just 2 entries in this class. In the winning cow, we have a 6-year-old who's half the age of our second place cow, a 12-year-old. Just a beautiful pair of cows in their individual own right, but when you compare them as they walk out of the ring here, this first place cow, she's just got that total package of angularity, clean cutness. I love the venation on her udder, the fullness to the top of that rear udder, the beautiful, youthful udder being in this component merit class. But taking nothing away from our cow here in second, 12-year-old, she moves around the ring very graciously, still has that udder above the hocks, and has quite a bit of bloom of udder. She's been milking for over a year also. Congratulations to both exhibitors on 2 fine individuals.
Again, in our component merit cow class, our winner and best udder was entry 222, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Hadley Ezra and Kenna Jones of Edmonton, Kentucky. Second in the class is entry number 223, Fairdale Total Cali, exhibited by Emily Good of Liberty, Kentucky. Now entering the ring are those best 3 female groups in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Brown Swiss exhibitors, our best 3 females is in the ring. If you have a produce of dam that you would like to show, they need to be in the makeup ring at this time. Brown Swiss exhibitors, we need your produce of dams in the makeup ring. Following that, we'll move into selection of senior champion. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show, Judge Bigley has completed her placing in our best 3 females class. in a battle of two groups from Wisconsin. Second in the class was our group from Random Luck, Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. And winning the class is our group from Hayden Hauschelt of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Judge Vagley, your comments on our class.
Well, two tremendous groups in our senior best three class here. Huge applause for our breeders of these two groups. You would love to take all 6 of these cows home. But our group that is at the far end here gets the edge over our group in second, and this is Split and Feathers. I just prefer the uniformity with their third place, with their third individual over one of the individuals, the milking yearling here in our second place group. Just a little bit more uniformity, the length of their forudder attachments, and the evidence of crease all the way through from top to bottom. But taking nothing away from this beautiful, balanced group that comes out here in second. You just admire the openness and the daringness all the way through. But congratulations again on these two breeders, exceptional groups.
If you turn your attention to our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, Judge Buis completed our placing in our Spring Yearling Heifer class. Mandy, your thoughts on this class?
Well, another gorgeous class here in the Spring Yearlings, and for me, a powerhouse of a heifer to win the class. She uses her advantage in that width, with the muzzle down through her chest floor and especially back through her rump structure. Furthermore, she's just carrying less flesh. She's more chiseled down that top line. She's more prominent about her hips and pins and more incurving through her thigh than the silky black heifer following out here in second. Second place heifer I really admire for her balance, her straightness of lines, and she uses her advantage today in that substance, that mass, especially through the midsection. She shows me more depth to the rear flank today than the speckled heifer parading out here in third. Third over fourth, I made a switch, and it really comes down to mobility for me. When she's out on the move, she just shows me more flex down through the hock. She's longer strided than the extremely balanced heifer following out here in fourth. Fourth over fifth, it comes down to her overall style. She's just harder over the top today. She's just a little sharper from end to end. But taking nothing away from this heifer in fifth, another powerful heifer that I really admire for her width and her depth and openness. Again, beautiful class in your Spring Yearlings. Thank you to all the exhibitors.
There were 11 Spring Yearlings exhibited. Our winning entry was entry 134, FODF Denver and Milu, exhibited by Daniel Schneider of Morris, Connecticut. Second in that class was entry number 140, SEK Unstop Madness, exhibited by Edward Sekarak of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Third in the class is entry 139, Triple HH Moving Around Alley, exhibited by Summer Hammond of Barron, Wisconsin. Fourth in the class is entry number 135, Lakeshore Alongside Pip, exhibited by Taylor, Layla, and Kaylin Powell of Tremont, Illinois. Fifth in the class was entry 141, Stuckey Holm Miranda's Turbo, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Sixth in the class is entry number 131, Chupp's Backflip Wrangler, exhibited by Daniel Neve, Emmett, and Ty Chupp of Enola, Oklahoma. Seventh in the class is entry 133, Raber Farm Crown Vanilla, exhibited by Addison and Jacob Raber of Gridley, Illinois. Eighth in the class is entry 136, Top Glen Warrior Willowbell, exhibited by Susan Montgomery of Salem, Ohio. Ninth in the class is entry 132, Ms. Jumpin' Jr., exhibited by Tyler Meyer and James Birch of Fort Jennings, Ohio. And 10th in the class is entry 142, La Foster D-Back Honey Nut, exhibited by Ryan Holcomb of Sun City, Florida. Now in the ring, in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, is our Winter Yearling Heifer class. In our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show ring, we've got our cows entering that are in competition for our senior champion female. This time we'd like to reintroduce those cows that were first and second in our older cow classes here this evening. They are in contention for senior champion female of our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. In our 4-year-old cow class, our winning entry was entry 190, Random Luck Victory Rose, exhibited by Matthew and Allison Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. Second in that class was entry 191, Rosie D. Famous Pie, exhibited by Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. In our 5-year-old cow class, our winning entry was number 209, Lattimore Seaman Tough Girl, exhibited by Zach Logan of Farmdale, Ohio. Second in that class was entry number 203, Double Star D.D. Clare, exhibited by Knapp, Billing, and Double W of Epworth, Iowa. In our age cow class, our winner was entry number 219, S.S. Debs 929, exhibited by Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Second in that class was entry number 220, Random Luck Be Talented, exhibited by Matt Thompson and Peyton Van Schindel of Darlington, Wisconsin. And the winner of our component merit cow class was entry number 222, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Hadley Ezra and Kenna Jones of Edmonton, Kentucky. Second in that class was entry number 223, Fairdale Total Cali, exhibited by Emily Good of Liberty, Kentucky. Those are wonderful mature cows out here in contention for senior champion. Congratulations to all of our Brown Swiss exhibitors. Holstein exhibitors, our judges completing or placing in our winter yearling class. We're moving into selection for junior champion. If you have a heifer that was first or second this evening, she needs to be at ringside immediately. We're moving in to our selection of junior champion next in the Holstein show. In our Mideast Fall National Holstein show, Judge Buse completed her placing in our winter yearling heifer class. Second in the class is entry number 145, Blackview Gator Pasta, exhibited by Amber Black of Howard City, Michigan. And winning the class is entry number 153, Campbell Run IHC DNV Reggie, exhibited by Hayden Weaver of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Congratulations. Judge Buse, your thoughts on this class?
Well, two powerhouse heifers here to win the class here in your winter yearlings. But when you get them pulled in line, it's very evident our first place heifer is so much longer about that head and neck. I prefer the extension of her neck out of her shoulder as well over the second place heifer. And she's just a bit more prominent back through the hips and pins to go over, again, another powerful heifer in second. Second over third, she uses that advantage in her width through the muzzle, down through the chest floor, and all the way on back through her rump. She just shows me more mass and substance through the midsection than the ultra dairy stylish heifer following out here in third. Third over fourth, it just comes down to that decided advantage in style. She's harder over the top. She's leveler from hooks to pins. Then this long, stretchy heifer following out in fourth. Fourth place heifer I really admire, again, for that length, up through the head and neck, all the way on back, and she uses that advantage in her length, especially back through her rump today, and she's just so much more heifer than this ultra dairy, stylish black heifer here in fifth. Again, beautiful class. Thank you to all the exhibitors.
There were 5 winter yearlings exhibited in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show. Our winner was entry 153, Campbell Run IHC DNV Reggie, exhibited by Hayden Weaver of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Second in the class was entry number 145, Blackview Gator Pasta, exhibited by Amber Black of Howard City, Michigan. Third in the class was entry 151, Four Streams Lynch Riley, exhibited by Caitlin Klipp of Hanover, Kansas. Fourth in the class was entry 147, Stufelt Dill Pickle, exhibited by Sophie Schopp of Freona, Texas. And fifth in the class was entry 152, Mayhill Apple Crust Doozy, exhibited by Emily Hill of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Now coming into the ring in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show are those heifers competing for junior champion. They all were first or second in our heifer classes this evening. Over in our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show ring, Judge Fagley has pulled out her final 3 cows in her selection for senior champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. Tammy, when you're ready, we'd love to hear your selection of senior champion.
Thanks, Kathleen. Again, tremendous senior group of cows out here, and taking nothing away from the cows I have standing at the rail. I pulled out my 3 favorites that are in contention for senior champion. I can't tell you how cool this is. This is what you go home to breed for, and I'm a Brown Swiss girl at heart, even though I've ventured into other breeds, and I appreciate them. But when it comes right down to it, these brown girls get to you, and you gotta love them. But these 3 individuals that are out here are the cows I strive. You want dairiness, you want openness of rib, you want cows that last. And I think that these 3 cows show that. Beautiful side profile cows, you get behind them, they have the width, they have the balance, and they got tremendous udders. I'm gonna go up and your senior champion, your reserve, and honorable mention in that order, and then I'll come back and tell you why I did it. And when I do, please give these exhibitors a huge round of applause. It takes a lot to get them out here, and they've done just a superb job at presenting these animals tonight. Put your hands together for these cows. It's truly an honor to be able to judge these cows. I don't lie when I say this is what I dream to have out here someday. I love showing my heifers, but this is just pretty dang cool. That senior champion, that age cow, she is the epitome of dairiness, but she doesn't give up the strength. We got the openness of rib, but you get right behind her. You love the width to that rear udder, and it is welded on there. As she moves around the ring, that udder does not move anywhere that it should not be. She gets the advantage over that component cow, a 6-year-old cow that's in our component class. That means a lot for us too. But she's the same kind of cow. She's got that tremendous openness of rib. She just gives up a little bit of that width, a little bit of the fullness to the top of the rear udder than our senior champion. And then that 9-year-old cow will be your honorable mention senior champion. You'll love the framework. You'll love the youthfulness of udder. Just quite not the crease today to get up and go above and grab that first spot. But again, tremendous trio of cows. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the senior champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. She's our winning age cow, entry 219, SS Debs 929, exhibited by Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Our reserve senior champion is our winning component merit cow, entry 222, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Ridgeline Genetics, Hadley Ezra and Kenna Jones of Edmonton, Kentucky. And our honor mention senior champion was our second place age cow, entry 220, Random Luck Be Talented, exhibited by Matt Thompson and Peyton Van Schindel of Darlington, Wisconsin. Congratulations. They'll take some pictures of our senior champions. We'll look over to the Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, where they're bringing in our heifers in contention for junior champion. Judge Bew has placed 113 Holstein heifers this evening. We're going to reintroduce those heifers to you that were first or second in their classes. There were 12 summer calves exhibited. Our class winner was entry 11, Ms. Liberty's Lexus, exhibited by Tyler Meyer, James Birch, and Matt Exley of Fort Jennings, Ohio. Second in that class was entry number 17, Crestbrook Kadoc Corona, exhibited by Tim Barb and Kyle Natsky of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. There were 16 spring calves. Our winner was entry number 36, REW Movin' to Cabo, exhibited by ZBW Genetics, Retso Holsteins, and Hip Genetics of Durhamville, New York. Second in that class was entry number 44, Oakfield Lambda Digger, exhibited by Tyler Meyer, Matt Exley, and James Birch of Fort Jennings, Ohio. There were 17 winter calves. Our winner was entry number 69, Ms. Rocky Run War Serendipity, exhibited by Rocky Run Farm of Greensburg, Kentucky. Second in the class was entry number 52, T Lambda Penny, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. There were 16 fall calves exhibited. Our winning entry was number 105, Ms. T SWTC Propel, exhibited by Jason Pareo of Aguida, New Mexico. Second in the class was entry number 114, Lady Rose Lavender Haze, exhibited by Rosedale Genetics and Frank and Diane Borba of Oxford, Wisconsin. There were 10 summer yearlings. Our winner was entry 130, K-Buck Corona's Analyst Dose, exhibited by Jacqueline Mudd of Shabance, Illinois. Second in the class was entry number 121, Grand Hill Luxor Arena, exhibited by Dylan Slack of Bethel, Vermont. There were 11 spring yearlings exhibited. Our winner was 134, FODF Denver Envy Lou, exhibited by Daniel Schneider of Morris, Connecticut. Second in the class was entry number 140, SEK Unstopped Madness, exhibited by Edward Sekarak of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. We had 5 winter yearlings exhibited. Our winner was entry 153, Campbell Run IHC DNV Reggie, exhibited by Hayden Weaver of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Second in the class was entry number 145, Blackview Gator Pasta, exhibited by Amber Black of Howard City, Michigan. It's been a beautiful heifer show here in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, and congratulations to all of our Holstein Show exhibitors. While Judge Bew is pulling her heifers out for junior champion, we'll switch back over to our Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. It never fails. I announce a lot of shows, and they wind right down to the finish line at the same time every time. We brought our intermediate champions back out to compete with our senior champions for the honors of Grand Champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. We'd like to remind you that our intermediate champion was our winning junior 3-year-old, entry 178, RDT Daredevil Lola, exhibited by Red Dirt Genetics and Katie Bowe of Perkins, Oklahoma. Our reserve intermediate champion was our winning junior 2-year-old, entry 157, Naps Rasta Coming In Hot, exhibited by David and Carrie Sears of South Deerfield, Massachusetts. Those 2 cows join our senior champions. Our senior champion was our winning age cow, entry 219, SS Debs 929, exhibited by Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Our reserve senior champion was our winning component merit cow, entry 222, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Ridgeline Genetics, Hadley Ezra and Kenna Jones of Edmonton, Kentucky. And our honorable mention senior champion was our second place age cow, entry 220, Random Luck Be Talented, exhibited by Matt Thompson and Peyton Van Schindel of Darlington, Wisconsin. And at this time, it's always just a delight to see those Swiss cows out in the ring with their bells and their colorful tunics on their leadsmen. Judge Vagley, I know this has been a bit of a bucket list show for you, and we're really tickled with the results. Beautiful lineup of cattle out there. We'd love to hear your selection for Grand Champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show.
Thanks, Kathleen. You hit it right on the head. It has been a bucket list of mine. It's been 9 years since I've been able to be down on this colored shavings. And ironically, that year, our son was 4 months old in a buggy, and I was lucky enough to have junior champion that day. These green shavings do mean something special. It is a tradition, and it's a tradition with these brown cows. But before we get into our grand champion here, of course, there's a few thank yous. The crew up behind me, from the announcers to our ring help, to the awards people, to the check-in people, to the Kentucky group that made this trip very easy, very accommodating, and I've just had a blast down here this weekend. It was a little easier last night when he was in the other ring, and today he's sitting in the stands, probably being my biggest critic. But there's one person that has been behind me for a really long time. He always makes me be the better person, and he told me, he says, "You got this. Spud, it means a lot to have you here watching me, and I know when we go back, we'll probably end up, what'd you do that for? What'd you do that for? But you know what? You told me it's my day, and this is my day. This is my decision, but I thank you. I thank my family at home, who, again, like I said last night, allow me to be here. And I send out a sincere thank you to these exhibitors that I think put on one heck of a Brown Swiss show. Please give all the exhibitors in the Brown Swiss show here and in the barns a huge round of applause before I go out and name your grand champion and your reserve and honorable mention. And when I do, please, please show them your appreciation for this tremendous group of cows. Please put your hands together for these three cows. If you haven't figured out a pattern, well, you might need to go to the eye doctor. These three cows are beautiful dairy, open-ribbed cows that wear incredible udders. That pair of senior champions, tremendous cows that have halved in and calved in, and we all know as exhibitors how hard it is to keep cows going, but they just do a tremendous job at this. That component cow at 6 years old just gets the edge over that beautiful junior 3-year-old, and young lady, that cow will have her day. I have all the utmost faith in that cow. She will have her day. But again, please give a huge round of applause for these three individuals. It's been an honor, a privilege, and thank you very much for just a tremendous show.
Congratulations to the grand champion of our 2023 Southeastern National Brown Swiss Show. She's our senior champion and our winning age cow, SS Debs 929, exhibited by Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Our reserve grand champion was our reserve senior champion and our winning component merit cow, entry 222, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Ridgeline Genetics of Edmonton, Kentucky. She is also our Type and Production Award winner and our Total Performance Award winner here this evening. And our honorable mention grand champion is our intermediate champion, and she was our winning junior 3-year-old, entry 178, RDT Daredevil Lola, exhibited by Red Dirt Genetics and Katie Bowe of Perkins, Oklahoma. Congratulations. We also need to announce that our Premier Breeder and Exhibitor Awards. Our Premier Breeder goes to Top Acres Brown Swiss, and our Premier Exhibitor banner goes to Random Luck, Richard Thompson of Darlington, Wisconsin. Our Herdsman Award goes to the Neermans family, Brazil, Indiana. Congratulations. Now, we've come to the finish line over here in our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show. Thanks to our Holstein exhibitors for being patient. It's always exciting when you're awarding champions in both rings. At this time, our judge Mandy Bew, who's placed 113 Holstein heifers this evening, has pulled out her final 4. She's picked 4 to come as the cream of the crop of her heifer show. Mandy, you've had some time to look them over and make sure of your decision. So let's please, we're all excited to hear your selection and your thoughts about our junior champion of our 2023 Mideast Fall National Holstein.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to thank the show staff. This evening has been awesome. I'd like to thank the exhibitors. You've done an outstanding job presenting your heifers. I'm a heifer person. Like, I love a pretty heifer. But I'm very proud of our breed, as our industry is trending more towards a heifer that is more balanced, a heifer that can survive in more environments, a heifer that we know can go on to make a good cow. In the past, we've been all about extremes, and you calve in enough pretty show heifers and you find that sometimes the extremes also make them extremely bad as cows, and nothing is more disappointing. So for me, a heifer needs that balance. A heifer needs that depth and openness of fore and rear rib. She needs that motor through the front end. And for me, these 4 heifers, they spelled that out from the second they walked in the ring. The winning December calf, a gorgeous calf. The young lady did a tremendous job. She's extremely balanced. I loved her from the second she walked in. That first place fall calf, a calf that's all style. She has a tremendous foot and leg on her. She just parades beautifully about the ring. And those 2 summer yearlings in a very competitive class, both beautiful individuals in their own right. The black heifer today, just so ultra dairy. The second place summer yearling, a heifer you admire a bit more for that width and strength. But again, these 4 that I pulled out, incredible individuals, but taking nothing away from the heifers on the rail. Also beautiful, beautiful animals. I'm extremely proud of our lineup that came out tonight, and I'd really, really like to thank you. But I'm going to go out and name the junior champion, reserve junior champion, honorable mention in that order. And if you would, please receive them with a round of applause. That winning fall calf, like I said before, she parades through the ring beautifully. She has flex down through the hock. And today she just tracks just a freckle straighter than that beautiful winning summer yearling. A heifer I love for her femininity and her style. And today she just used that overall femininity of bone, especially down through the hock, to go over your second place summer yearling for honorable mention. But that's nitpicky. These are beautiful, beautiful heifers. And I'd really like to thank the exhibitors and everyone who got them ready today. Outstanding job.
Congratulations to the junior champion of our 2023 Mideast Fall National Holstein Show. She's our winning fall calf, entry 105, Ms. T Triple T SWTC Propel, exhibited by Jason Pareo of Aguita, New Mexico. Our reserve junior champion was our winning summer yearling, entry 130, K-Buck Corona's Analyst Dose, exhibited by Jacqueline Mudd of Shabance, Illinois. And our honorable mention junior champion was our second place summer yearling, Grand Hill Luxor Arena, exhibited by Dylan Slack of Bethel, Vermont. Congratulations. We'll take some photos of our junior champions in our Mideast Fall National Holstein ring, and that will be followed by our junior best 3 group. Holstein breeders, if you have a junior best 3 group to exhibit, they're in the ring. Just like to remind everyone on our schedule tomorrow, Judge Bew is lining up her last class here of the evening. Tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. we'll start with our Jersey cow classes. Jersey exhibitors, we're going to start our show promptly at 7:30 tomorrow. And also our Ayrshire heifers will be at 7:30 a.m. At 10:15, we'll judge our Holstein cows. And at 2 o'clock, 2-ish, depending how the Jersey show finishes up, we will judge our supreme champion dairy cows and heifers of the 50th anniversary North American International Livestock Exposition. And at this time, after a wonderful, efficient, and professional job of placing 113 head this evening, Judge Mandy Bew has her final class of the day for our Mideast Fall National Holstein Show, and that's our Junior Best 3 class. Our entry and our winner in this class is our group from BJ Grove Holsteins, Lucas Clanton of Mulberry Grove, Illinois. Congratulations. Mandy, your thoughts on our entry in our junior best 3?
Well, just one entry and a gorgeous, gorgeous group at that. The breeder definitely has a lot to be proud of. These heifers have beautiful open sweeping rib dairy heifers. They definitely could withstand a lot more competition. Thank you so much to the exhibitors for bringing this group out. I truly appreciate it.
Thanks again to Judge Mandy Bew for her work this evening. And once again, we'll see her complete her work with our Holstein cow classes tomorrow at 10:15.